Hello YouTube. I'm in my car. I'm rocking my sister's badass Pink Floyd t-shirt. And yes, I said my sister. She has badass clothes. Uh Thank you for letting me borrow this shirt. Uh and no, it's not a woman's shirt. You can tell right here by the sleeve. But and if it is, who cares, man? Alright? But I'm in my sister's car. I'm in my car. I just got done watching Saw 10 earlier. Um I wanted to make this actually a video because I know I did The Nun 2 as a short and I regret doing that. I wish I could have done it into a regular video because I wanted more time, but it's my first time doing these things. And I know I'm not going to be good at it, but I love movies and I love talking about them. I'm a huge fan of the Saw franchise. And I know there's some Saw movies that aren't great, like the recent ones. The last Saw movie I saw was Jigsaw, and I saw it in theaters. It wasn't that great, but the main reason why I watch it is because of the traps, the gore, and because you watch people get obliterated, like the bad people get obliterated in traps. Um, but there's also story behind these Saw movies, and it's been lacking a lot recently. So, but this movie is basically a par with the first movie as well. Um, I loved it. I had a great time watching it in theaters. This is my second movie from Saw that I saw in theaters, but this movie was great, man. So it basically takes place between Saw 1 and 2 about him finding a cure for his cancer. So this is just the story around that. He goes to Mexico because he ends up finding out that there's a doctor that could possibly cure his cancer. So he goes to Mexico, but it turns out that they're actually phonies, taking people's money and giving them false hope and stuff like that. So Kramer basically just says, "All right, I'm gonna play a game with everybody," and pretty much kidnaps every single person. And I think her name is Amanda. Amanda comes back. I don't know if you guys remember Amanda. I think she was in the second movie. I think she might have been the lady who had those like needles and stuff like that. That trap with the needles. She was that drug addict that Kramer took into, um, like as a sidekick. So she's back. She was crazy. Um, but just to get this out of the way, Kramer's dead. Just remember, takes place between Saw 1 and 2, and I know the Saw storyline can get confusing. But there's videos out there explaining the Saw franchise. But but yeah, Amanda comes back, helps him out, rob these people. Um, so yeah, and these characters are pretty much shitty people, man. That's pretty much what every single Saw movie has, is shitty people into traps. Other than that one time where the detective guy took some people that didn't need to be in traps. Yeah, so. But these people, man, these people were messed up. Especially the blonde lady, one of the main bad people. She's a pain in the ass, and you guys will see it when you guys watch the movie. I did not like her, but these traps were insane, man. The first trap was basically this crazy eyeball vacuum, uh, along with like breaking of people's fingers. But that's the first trap. I thought it was pretty crazy, and I knew it because I saw the trailer. I knew that those things on his eyeballs were probably like vacuums, and I was right. Crazy, man. A little way to start off the movie. Speaking of starting off the movie, it was a bit slow, but it pays off, man. Because like I said, the gore, the traps, it will pay off. Just be patient. I was patient, and yeah, I even told my sister, I was like, hey, it's taking a little while, but it's because of the story. Yeah, because it actually has story. Um, but these traps are great. They're creative. They're always different and creative. Um, from sawing people's legs, taking bone marrow out of your freaking bone, uh, operating on your own brain, freaking radiation. What else is there? I think that was all of them. Oh, and taking out bombs off your arms. Uh, I had a fun time watching it. Um, the actors did a good job being, making you feel like you hated them. Kramer's a badass. He's always gonna be a badass, even though he's freaking 80 years old, still making saw traps. Dude, man, that guy can pretty much be a freaking dude. Think about it. If he could create all these traps, don't he's smart enough to create traps, right? And these mechanisms. Why doesn't he become an engineer or something like that? Like, one of these movies is just gonna be like he's gonna turn a new leaf. Well, he's dead. Never mind. But imagine if they like just made a new, like, oh, I'm gonna turn a new leaf and I'm gonna become an engineer. Like, you know what? That's not so bad. Like, I'm over here, pretty much killing people. Why not just make it to something good? I could put my skills to something else. But just think about it, dude. There's so many crazy traps that he's made. You think that this guy can make this he's smart. He can make something good. But obviously he's like a crazy vigilante. Um but okay, my pros. I like the traps. My favorite death scene was probably this got to be the bone marrow chick. She has to saw her own leg off, take bone marrow out of her freaking bone. Dude, this movie is crazy, man. The actors are great as well. And I like that they were actually interacting with the victims. It was something that they never really done before. They usually are kind of in the background, having everything play out. But this time they were actually all in one room and bundled up and like talking to each other and stuff like that. I don't remember the last time they ever did that. And I thought that was actually a nice addition to the movie. Is having them interact with each other instead of having the puppet, Billy the puppet. But what was I gonna say? But yeah, my dislikes. Wait. Oh yeah, and also I'm gonna talk about the ending. So the main character I didn't like, one of the bad people, she lives, and I know people are like, man, like I wish she should have got killed off, like But in a way, I kind of like it because at the same time, like she did win the game, even if it's as messed up as it is. She stabbed that guy. She did win, but you also have to think about it. There probably will be another movie. So, what I think, judging from the previous Saw movies, what I believe is that they're probably going to take her under their wing, or she's probably going to die in another movie. Typical Saw fashion. I don't know, but I have hope, because dude, I did not like her. But other than that, if that's not the case, then that's fine. Like I'll be okay with it because she did win that game, and I like that. I like when they don't go based off formula, freaking what was I was gonna throw shade at. I was gonna throw shade at something. I don't even want to talk about that. But my cons. Some of my cons were just things I would have done differently. Like if I was a filmmaker, because I'm a huge fan of like movies, any movies in general. I don't care if it's horror, drama, romance. I like looking at it and sometimes looking at what I would do different. And I know I'm no filmmaker or anything like that, but I have plenty of ideas. But what I would like to see, and I was thinking maybe in the first Saw they did this. I don't remember. I haven't seen any of the Saw movies in a long time. I would like to see someone pass out because of the trauma, so much blood, because some people do pass out when they are under a lot of stress, especially like that. But some people do have this fight or flight risk. I don't know what's it called, this adrenaline rush. But it would be nice to see someone pass out in the middle of doing a trap and just, dying, like, because I feel like that'll add more realism instead of just like, oh my god, like I need to rush before I die. Like as soon as you cut someone's, like you cut your arm off, like like spice it up, make it a little different. It would have been nice to see that. Maybe in the next movie. And what else didn't I like? Um, what else didn't I like? Man, I had another thing I didn't like. Uh, the beginning, it was a little slow, but I get it. They just wanted to tell some story, which is okay. But other than that, like if I do, that this trap, this guy who operated on his own skull brain. I wish we could have seen more of that death because I feel like we didn't get much of it. We just got him operating on his own brain, but I wanted them to open up the the mask or the chamber, the helmet, because but maybe in the uncut version, I don't know, but I think this, yeah. But other than that, it was still great, man. I'm just nitpicking, but yeah, man, this is definitely a movie that you guys should definitely watch if you're a huge fan of Saw, like myself. I'm a big fan. They're a guilty pleasure of mine, even though the most recent ones were great. I've seen them all like 4 times. I own them all. I own all the Conjuring universe movies except for part 2 of The Nun because it sucks. And I own The Nun 2 also, the first Nun, and I know it sucks, but it was a bundle, so I bought it. But uh, yeah, man, I'm a huge fan of Saw, and if you guys are a fan like me, even though you didn't like the rest of the movies other than the first ones, I think you should check it out because it's as good as the first one. It's up par to the first one, guys. Um, I'd recommend watching it in theaters. Even if you're just a gore fan, even if you've never seen Saw, I would definitely check it out. But just keep in mind the beginning is slow, but be patient. It's gonna pay off. Um, as far as should they make another Saw movie, I wouldn't mind, but I mean another one will hurt. But I wouldn't care if they didn't make another one. I think this is a pretty good send off. Or if they, I don't know, if they want to make another one, they want to make another one. But I think they should probably stop. But I think they're gonna make another movie or so because my buddy told me, or I read it in a Google article or something like that. But I don't know. But hopefully they stop soon because I think 10's pushing it. uh, but yeah, I have plenty of ideas, guys. Like I said, I'm a big film guy. My girlfriend knows, my buddy knows, my family knows. I like talking about movies. I like talking about what I would do different. I like reviewing them, even when I'm not even doing it on YouTube. This is the first time thing I'm doing, and I know I'm not gonna be perfect at it. So, if you guys have pointers, just let me know. Comment down below. Dude, that trips me out. Hold on a second. Sorry. Yeah, like I said, if you guys have any pointers, comment down below. Let me know of what I should do different, what you guys would like to see as recommendations. Like I said, I could do that Conjuring Universe review video. And I could also do the whole Saw franchise because I haven't seen it in a long time. I know I might be leaving out some things. I know this might not be the most perfect review, but the whole point is like the movie is great, and like it's just giving you guys my opinion if you guys should also see it or not, and I definitely recommend it. But like I said, I also have a lot of ideas. I can talk about the the David Gordon Green Halloween franchise, which I have a lot to say about that. Me and my buddy kind of have two different opinions on it. Also, the new Extras coming out soon as well. I have a lot to say about that. And the remake. I have my insights on it as well. There's other ideas, man, that I have that if you guys are interested, let me know. Or I might probably just do it. I don't care if this video gets like 5 views or 10 views. I'm still gonna do another video because as long as somebody watches it, that's all that matters to me. This might not be the most perfect review. This is probably longer than it should be. It's at 15 minutes now. But, you know, this is my first time. So hopefully you guys liked it. And if you guys did watch Saw, let me know what you guys thought down below. Godly. Alright, it's been a long night. Thank you guys for watching.